Hello, my friend. It has been a little bit, hasn't it? Welcome back to another episode of the More Than Social podcast. It has been a little bit of time and things have shifted within my life, within my business. But honestly, I'm so excited to be back, and I'm so excited to be able to hang out with you today and really just give you a quick little update of what is going on with me, what is going on with business, what I have planned for the More Than Social podcast. Now, let me just be honest with you. Taking this little break, it's really allowed me to just take a step back and really figure out, how do I want to show up for this podcast? How do I want to show up for you? What do I want to really give you within this podcast? And over the years, it has been absolutely amazing. This was never about, hey, I hate my podcast, I don't want to do this anymore. It has been something that has evolved over the years. It started with one idea, and then as I've grown personally, as I've grown professionally, things have shifted and things are changing, and things are always going to do that. Like with your business too, with you as a person, geez, when I think back to who I was when I started my business, never did I ever think, hey, I'm going to have a podcast for one. Never did I even know the direction that I was going to take professionally. And I didn't know what was going to happen or how I was going to evolve as this person. And I think that is something so beautiful, but also kind of scary for a lot of people. And being this perfectionist and always feeling like, hey, well, I have a box. This is what I have to do. 1 + 1 = 2 type of individual. I know what I have to do within my business. I know what I have to do within my life. I know what I have to do within this podcast. And I was so caught up in, here's the content that I have to create. Here's the videos that I have to create. Here's the episodes that I want to deliver, that I put myself in this box that it wasn't allowing me to fulfill kind of who I am anymore, but also give you the insights that I truly kind of want to talk about. And I don't want this episode to be all about me, and kind of what's going on within my life, but more so just to give you an insight again of what's going on. And like I said, this little break, it allowed me just to take a step back. It allowed me to figure out, okay, what is this going to be all about? And I absolutely can nerd out all day long about marketing, paid ads, anything, funnels, emails, all the stuff that I do within my agency every single day. But to be honest with you, I do it every single day. I've done it every single day for almost a decade, and it's not boring. I love talking about it, but I feel like I'm almost doing a disservice to you by not also sharing other things, okay? And what I mean by that is I want to talk about the hard shit that's going on in life. Not personally, one, I'm pregnant. Here's a big update for you if you didn't see that on my social media. But I don't want to talk about, hey, pregnancy is rough. I want to talk about, you know what? Entrepreneurship is hard. And I wanted to have these type of conversations, real shit that is actually going on within life, within business, within the walls that people usually are like, this is a closed door. I'm not going to share this information with people because I have to show up as this expert. People have to think I'm the best person in the world. I want to just take off the curtain and really share some stuff with you. And that's going to include, yes, I'm always going to have guests come on the podcast. It's never just going to be, hey, listen to my voice. Because one, thank you for listening to my voice. I hear these, I'm I cringe. I'm sure you're the same. If you see yourself on videos or pictures or hear your voice, it is like nails on a chalkboard for me. I feel like I sound like I am a 10-year-old girl, and I don't know why, but whatever. That's a whole other thing that I need to personally deal with. But it's not just going to be my voice, long story short. I am going to have fellow entrepreneurs coming on, and I want to talk about the hard stuff with entrepreneurship, but I don't want to lose sight of giving you the tips and tricks and all the things that you need to do within your business. So it's going to be this blend, okay? And I kind of mentioned this in one of the previous episodes I did before I actually took this little break. I named this the More Than Social podcast for a reason. I didn't know why at the time. And like, I kind of did, like, you always know, but like, the more that I thought about this, like, more than social to me is like more than what you see on social media. That's what I want it to be, okay? We can post all these perfect images and all these edited videos and like pretend that our life and being an entrepreneur is amazing because we see this highlight reel, but you know what? There's so much more than what people see on social media. And that's what I want to dive into. So over the next little bit, whatever that's going to be, years, I don't even know at this point, but over the next little bit, I want to have real conversations. I want to really tell you what's going on. I want to take you through the journey of entrepreneurship so you don't feel alone. Social media has created this curated world where everyone feels like, oh, I haven't achieved that. Why me? Or you may feel a little bit more alone being an entrepreneur. Like when I started, none of my friends had businesses. I had like very few like entrepreneur friends, like no one got it. And so it was very, very lonely, especially I work 100% online. I don't see clients in person. I see them on Zoom. We send voice notes back and forth. We're inside my base camp. Like I don't see people. I'm very fortunate that my husband's also an entrepreneur, but like it wasn't always that way. So it's lonely. So I'm hoping, and I'm saying that very lightly, but I'm hoping that in some way, shape, or form, these episodes can inspire you, they can educate you, but they can also make you just feel like, hey, you're part of this community with me. It's me and you, okay? It doesn't have to be me and you and 1,000 other people. Like, you don't have to be alone. It's me and you. We're in this together. And whatever that looks like for you, whatever support that you need, I hope that in these 5, 10, 15-minute episodes, whatever they're going to be, based on whatever it is that I want to talk about at that point, I hope and my wish is that you feel less alone and we can talk about all the shit that actually isn't on social media. So I just want to say thank you for taking this break with me. Thank you for allowing me to take this pause. I really appreciate the messages that I got saying, when are you relaunching your podcast? I miss listening to it. Like, thank you. Like literally, I need to hear those messages because sometimes even as you're the creator of podcasts or YouTube channels or whatever the case is, you even feel alone being the creator. So let's change things. Let's do it together. And if you're interested in coming on the podcast and talking about the hardships or talking about your journey, or even, yes, talking about your expertise, like again, I don't want to lose sight of that because I know how valuable it is, but let's weave it all together, okay? It's more than just being an expert, sharing funnel tips, SEO tips, whatever the case may be. It's about being an entrepreneur. And I want to do that together. All right, so I will see you next week. There's my quick little update for you. I promise things are coming. I have a lot of things kind of in the works for you, and I cannot wait to hang out with you every single week again. Thank you again for allowing me to take this break.